What's up guys, Tetos here with a new video format called OMR or 1 minute replay. This obviously means we're going to do some replay analysis, so please send me your replays if you want to, otherwise I will just take my own games. So of course we're going to take a look at it in normal speed first and then if necessary break it down in slow motion and try to find all the mistakes that we did. Of course this is very useful to the people who think they are already playing flawlessly without mistakes, because nobody does that. So we'll hopefully find a lot of mistakes, and you can and you should, if you want to, just think about the mistakes when I play the clip in normal speed like I am doing now, and afterwards you can compare if you found the same amount of mistakes or maybe less mistakes, maybe even more mistakes than I did. So it's gonna be a group activity, so to say. So the name comes from the fact that it's going to be 1 minute roughly, more or less. So we don't have time for a whole game, sadly, and probably nobody wants to see it anyway. But this should be enough to work on some fundamentals and point out some blatant mistakes like I did in this clip. Let's take a look at the replay now. You can already see the first mistake happening in the first couple of seconds. When Lucian puts down his watering totem, I auto-attack the watering totem and not him. So that's roughly 60 to 70 damage that's not dealt to Lucian but to the ward. Very useless, of course. Let's move on. The all-in that happens right here is quite alright, but now is the point after the auto-attack hits that we should back off. Because we have no way to finish him off anymore. Ignite is out, he will pop heal in a second, and I'm over chasing him like a madman, like a Rambo. And you should not do that. We should already go back to lane now. The damage is already done. They have to back or just pop a health potion and play very safe, but I'm over chasing him and I take a lot of damage in return. They pop the summoner spells. As you can see, they pop exhaust, they pop heal, and Lucian will also flash in a second, but it's not worth it. I'm already so low, I will have to pop flash just to survive right now, because they can do some damage right here. And Lucian flashed, as I said, and now we're in a very bad position. So lots of mistakes happened here, and the biggest was that I just overstayed my welcome basically and didn't back when I already dealt a lot of damage, which you should do if you want to play aggressive. You don't have to play over aggressive. And here the next thing happens. I missed the last hit that was just about to die. Minion just died when I cast my Q, and of course I used my mana, I used the cooldown, and I didn't get anything for it. I didn't even get the lifesteal because of course I also want to spam my auto attacks now as I'm so low. I want to pop my potion as I did earlier. I want to use auto attacks and Q as much as I can without screwing up the last hits if the minion wave hits the turret. So that's also very important to take into account. And of course, as I said earlier, the Doran's Blade has a bit of lifesteal and I need that for sustaining myself back up if possible, because backing now would make me lose 1 to 2 waves if they push, and it's very rough in the early game and we want to stay if possible and survive. So laning continues, we're getting some last hits here, or I'm getting some last hits here. Leona sadly does not have the relic shield, so I can rely on her sustain, so I have to stay back and play very safe. I'm getting some last hits here, another one, and the Q allows me to get another one, but now another mistake happens. As you could see, I missed another caster creep, and I missed it because I went around the turret. Actually, I could have just went to the right and up and just probably executed the minion without any difficulties, but I played a bit too safe. They couldn't really do anything because I was still quite a bit away, so I could still dodge everything if I wanted to. But I still missed the last hit, so another small mistake here. Moving on, I actually lose another caster creep here because I backed a bit, but that's okay. It's not always bad to give up CS to avoid harass, because as you can see, Lucian has a lot of damage. I eat another Q here, which I didn't have to. If I have to just position myself correctly, then this wouldn't happen, but I just stood behind the creeps, which is very bad against Lucian to do. And that's the end of the replay already. You could see I did so many mistakes, and you should and could learn from that. So I hope this was useful to some of you guys. Please, if you want, send me any working replays, very important, only working replays please, to my email address, which is mentioned in the description below and also on my channel about page. So that's it for this time. I hope you liked the new replay format. Thanks for watching, until next time, bye bye.